Rural workforce housing continues to be a need in the community, and the city of Scottsbluff is doing its part to ensure it can meet the demand. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Scottsbluff City Council has given the green light to an amended agreement with Twin Cities Development and its Rural Workforce Housing Grant. During last week's council meeting, TCD Executive Director Jordan Diedrich explained the change request came following a meeting with the LB 840 committee. They requested that instead of Scottsbluff giving a matching grant where the money goes straight to TCD, that if the program ever comes to an end or changes use of the program, the original $200,000 would be given back to the city. He noted that the program had lots of early success, especially within the city of Scottsbluff.
So far, we've actually had a couple more Scottsbluff projects since the last time I talked to you. But so far, the total program, we've had 15 projects total, which has created 22 housing units in our region. 10 projects and 17 units have been in Scottsbluff specifically. We have approved about $2 million worth of projects in the last year and a half.
Diedrich noted that 4 of the Rural Workforce Housing Grant projects have already paid back into the existing fund, which is exactly how the program is supposed to work. Well, a Bayard woman convicted on a trio of felony drug distribution charges following a series of controlled buys conducted by the Wing Drug Task Force has been sentenced. 42-year-old Misty Gutierrez was arrested in November on a warrant after she sold methamphetamine to a CI 3 times in 2021. Twice in May, involving nearly 14 grams each, and a third time in June with a weight of just under 7 grams. In April, she pleaded no contest to charges of distribution of methamphetamine and 2 counts of attempted distribution of methamphetamine. On Tuesday, District Judge Leo Dobrovony sentenced her to 12 to 24 months on each conviction, which will be served consecutive to each other for a total of 3 to 6 years in prison. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. Funeral services for Terrell Vineyard of Oshkosh were held this week at the Garden County Fairgrounds Arena in Llewellyn. The 27-year-old died on June 12th by lightning strike while riding his horse north of Oshkosh, and he was pronounced deceased at the scene. Vineyard was a horseman and rodeo competitor, qualifying 3 times for World Series of Team Roping in Las Vegas. He leaves behind a wife and 3 daughters. A memorial account has been created at the Nebraska State Bank in Oshkosh, and a GoFundMe account has also been established to assist the family. Well, 1 lucky lotto ticket sold in the Panhandle is worth a nice chunk of change. Nebraska lottery officials say on Friday, a $50,000 Powerball ticket was sold at Wesco's KC Shortstop on Box Butte Avenue in Alliance. The ticket matched 4 of the 5 winning numbers, as well as the Powerball number. Had the 5th number came in for the ticket holder, it would have been worth approximately $324,000. And last week, 42 high school students got the chance to train like a trooper at the Nebraska State Patrol Training Academy. The cadets were part of the 53rd Junior Law Academy, which gives high school seniors to be a glimpse of what it takes to be a state trooper. 26 boys and 16 girls graduated from the class, and several of the cadets received awards for their excellent performances during the week, with Hayes Springs' Jordan Anderson receiving the 2023 Boys Driving Award. The Junior Law Program is an annual program organized by the American Legion Department of Nebraska and hosted by the NSP Training Academy in Grand Island.
Renewal by Anderson Windows and Patio Doors, the customers say it best, and they feel the difference every day.
Very happy with it. Very, very happy. I don't get tired of looking at them. And it's so nice with the breeze now, opening the windows, the ease of sliding the windows back and forth. Notice that it is warmer in the winter time, and it is cooler when the sun is shining in.
Renewal by Anderson Windows and Patio Doors, the customers say it best. Book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Yet another round of showers and thunderstorms coming to the area tonight into the overnight hours tonight. Even into early tomorrow morning, these storms may linger around. Severe storms are likely in areas tonight. Large hail tornadoes would be the biggest threat. Heavy rain, flooding also possible. And it is going to be calmer and warmer as we head into the weekend. Well, we do have that flood watch in effect. We'll pop that up for you until 3 o'clock on Monday, or Friday. That's tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock, the expiration time of that flood watch. As far as temperatures, yesterday we had 84, 54 our low this morning. Nothing new in the rain gauge, just a trace. So still running an inch 83 above normal for the month and about 5.5 above normal for the year. Temperatures in the 80s across the region for the last several days and below normal temperatures. Precip, we've went since last Friday without any precip here across the region. That'll likely change as we go tonight into tomorrow and then into early next week also. More thunderstorm chances come back just in time for the 4th of July. Winds are going to remain pretty calm here for most of the next week as things look pretty quiet out there. We do have an enhanced risk of severe storms tonight. This is going to be for areas of the Panhandle and southeastern Wyoming, going to be primarily centered on areas here from Cheyenne southward down into Fort Collins and over towards Kimball. Now tomorrow that severe weather threat shifts just a little further south and east and away from us on Saturday. We do have a slight risk of excessive rainfall. That is why we have a flood watch here in effect for our region today. Still, as we go into tomorrow, a marginal risk of flooding rainfalls. Some heavy rains possible in eastern Nebraska on Saturday. Those all push out for Sunday and Monday before things get more active on Tuesday. The heat's building to our south with triple-digit heat up into eastern portions of Kansas. Also down in the desert, 101 in Topeka right now, but only 66 in Wheatland. 90 in Norfolk and Omaha. We have 70s primarily across the region as you can see that push of cooler air thanks to these showers and storms. Winds have been light out of the southwest but gusty near those storms here this evening. They will continue to push on out to the east of us and more showers and storms going to be possible throughout the night. After a brief break tomorrow, we'll bring in another round of showers and storms as we go late tomorrow right on into the day on Friday. And then Friday night into Saturday, things dry out again. And then Saturday looks calmer here across the region finally. Sunshine Saturday, probably our nicest day of the weekend. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm, but those should be very few and far between. 50s overnight for lows, a few 60s down around North Platte. Tomorrow, highs mostly in the 70s. A couple of areas may not get out of the 60s tomorrow. As far as precip goes, it's going to be hit or miss depending on where you're at. Some areas going to pick up maybe an inch or more. Other areas a little less as we take a look at the European model getting us through the next week. Over an inch in many locations and well over an inch by the American model for almost all of our locations here as we go through the next 7 days. Let's take a look at our forecast tonight. Thunderstorms this evening, a chance of scattered storms overnight, some severe, 57 for a low. Tomorrow, variable clouds, scattered storms, highs only in the low 70s. And then we clear out a bit on Saturday in the 80s to near 90s. Sunday, Monday, isolated thunderstorms can't be ruled out. Better chances of storms return Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, with highs eventually getting back into the mid-70s again.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Summertime in the gym at Gering High School for today's update. New Gering boys basketball coach Trey Winkler is hard at work getting the foundation in place for his program over the summer months, already with multiple trips out of town for camps, plus the daily work taking place here at Gering High in town. Wanted to stop by and catch up with Coach Winkler today to see how the summer is treating him and his program.
All the tournaments we went to, we've learned a lot about ourselves. We played teams that play really hard, maybe some teams that are stronger than us. Now we know that we got to get stronger. Defensively, teams that defend really hard and held us to maybe 7 points at halftime. Now we see how we have to defend and how we have to work on defense. And then offensively, just growing together, everybody going to tournaments, playing together, just building that team chemistry in the summer is big.
Coach Winkler covering some of the road trips they've been on so far this summer, but there's also that daily work taking place right here at home. Last week, Winkler brought in former Gering star Grant Olson to talk to the team.
It was great for our guys. I mean, just some of the stuff he talked about, how, he didn't play much as a sophomore, and then going into his junior season, he had to figure out ways that he could get playing time and be the best player. So you'd show up, be the first one to practice, last one to leave, dive for loose ball. He said he'd be the loudest in the gym, just like little details like that add up and make you a great player. And I think having our guys hear that stuff and know that little details do matter, I think it was great for our program to hear from Grant Olson.
Today alone, there were some heavy hitters from across town in for the open gym run with some of the Gering youngsters. Former Scottsbluff stars Drew Cookshausen, Connor McCracken, and Josiah Deolis all there to get a workout in. Coach Winkler and Cookshausen, well, they've spent countless hours over the years in the gym together, and Winkler had him stop by earlier in the week for a session with the kids.
It was great. Yesterday, just having them sit down, take notes on him, watching him work out. He was doing ball handling, finishing through the line and doing 2 or 3 extra reps after that. Just his energy level, he's going hard every rep. He's not taking reps off. He misses 2 in a row. His 3rd rep is going to be even harder because he wants to make that next shot. And just having the guys see that and see that work ethic, I think, is great for our program. I mean, some of those guys, might not have seen that ever, and then to witness that and see that might change their work ethic and help them work harder.
There will be some bumps in the road along the way this upcoming season as a first-year head coach for Winkler. But losses can be looked at as learning experiences, and wins, those can be the fruits of the labor starting to pay off. Everything going on over the summer is just creating a good baseline to take off from.
Yep, I'm just trying to build a culture around Gering basketball, bring some excitement to the community, make them want to come out and watch us. Bring more kids to the gym every day, that they're excited to be in the gym, give them opportunities to learn, to grow as basketball players and as individuals with their character, and just create as many opportunities as I can to better the program and better the future of Gering basketball.
I also caught up with Drew Cookshausen today to talk about where he's at with his professional career and what's to come. We'll feature Cookshausen as part of next Thursday's update right here on KNEB.TV News. That is the latest today from the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, we're just about 3 months away from the Monument Marathon in Gering, but organizers say now is the time to get signed up and volunteer. Now in its 12th year, the race features the full and half marathons, a 5K, and team relays. Race coordinator and Western Nebraska Community College Foundation Director Jennifer Reisig says that they need approximately 300 volunteers to make the race possible.
We need 300 plus volunteers to make this race happen. Our runners every year say the volunteers are amazing. They're just amazed at the community support. So I would encourage volunteers, go out to our website, monumentmarathon.com. There's a Get Involved tab where you can put in your info and get signed up as a volunteer. And those volunteers who sign up before early August get a free Monument Marathon t-shirt.
Volunteers help with directions, aid stations, and more. So if you want to get involved in the community, this is a great opportunity. If you're interested or want to find out more information, head on over to monumentmarathon.com. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.